Hello, my name is Dina.
Hello,
What's your name?
my name is Jasmine.
Okay, nice to meet you, Jasmine. I'm going to be your practitioner today, Jasmine.
Okay.
So, Jasmine, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Jasmine. I'm 20 years old. I'm a junior in college. My major is psychology, and I am adopted, and I'm the oldest of 10 in my adopted family.
Wow, oldest of 10, so that's a big family.
hmm
How many brothers and sisters do you have?
7 brothers and 2 sisters.
Wow. And you're the oldest, the middle, or?
I said I was the.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
It's
am so
okay.
sorry. You're the oldest. So, you said your major was psychology.
Yeah, that's
How
correct.
do you, how are you liking that so far?
I love it.
You love it?
hmm
What's the best thing that you like about it?
It's just really something I want to do as far as career goals, helping people, and it's really interesting. So.
Okay, that's nice. And did you find my office okay?
hmm
Okay, no trouble then. Oh,
No.
okay, that's good. So Jasmine, before we get started, I want to tell you a little bit about how I work,
Okay.
and I'm gonna tell you a little bit about what's gonna go on in the session. I'm gonna be talking to you for 15 minutes,
Okay.
and I'm also gonna be taking a thinking break to, just process everything that you have said throughout the session, and then I'll be formulating back um, any goals that I feel like would be good for you. And I also want to tell you that everything that you say here is confidential, so you can feel at ease with anything that you say. And but I will have to report my supervisor if you are doing any harm to yourself or doing harms to other. I will have to report that. So with that being said, would you like to say anything else before we get started?
No.
Okay, awesome, Jasmine. All right, Jasmine. So, what was it that brought you here today?
Well, I'm dealing with an issue. My dad, he kind of left our family. He had an affair with my mom's friend in our church, and so it's just been really hard on our whole family to deal with like him abandoning us and him not wanting anything to do with us anymore. And it's just really taken a toll on me. Like I've had to do everything for myself now. I've had to pay my own bills. I've had to get jobs, and it's just really hard. And just lacking that father figure in my life has just been really hard.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is that, the news of your dad having an affair with another woman was a total shock for you, and it's also affecting you in some areas of your life.
That's correct.
Okay, so when did this affair happen?
It happened last March.
Last March. And when you found out, what was your first reaction to that?
When I first found out, I was pretty shocked because I never saw it coming. And the lady was just in our house for Christmas, and we were giving her gifts. And I don't know, I just never saw it coming. I never thought that it would be this woman because she's also married too. So I just never thought it would, my dad would ever do something like that to us or my mom.
Okay, so you didn't think your dad was capable of, um, doing that, those type of behaviors. So this woman that you said that he had the affair with, was she a friend? Was she some person that you guys just knew?
She was my mom's friend.
Oh, she was your mom's friend.
And our church member.
Okay, and a church member. Okay, so that must have been a total shocker since she was, someone that you knew and was kind of close to the family.
Mm-hmm.
So, now you said that it affected you. How has this affected your siblings?
Well, I feel like they all have taken it different ways. Some of them are more aggressive than they usually are. Some of them just are kind of rebellious a little. Some of them are angry, and just everyone has their own way of dealing with it. And it just varies on from
Okay.
person to person.
All right. So, now you said that it is affecting your siblings as well, but I want to bring it back to you. You said it's affecting you as well. Can you tell me a little bit more and describe how it's affecting you in your life?
Well, I guess it's just become hard for me to like really trust someone because my dad, like, I looked to him as like a hero who saved me from my abusive situation, and I thought that he would never like hurt me, and he ended up doing that. And just for like someone to be your father figure and then just drop you at the first chance they get, it just it's heartbreaking. You feel alone and you feel like nobody understands where you're coming from, and then like you have to do everything for yourself. And a lot of people have two parents that look out for them. People don't understand when you don't have the same thing. So I don't know. It's really hard. It's not as hard as when it first happened, but it's still hard because just like every little thing kind of reminds me of like what things would have been like if he was still here. Like he would have helped me pick a car. He would have made sure my car was okay. He would have, helped me with pay for school and, be there when I needed someone to talk to. Like,
Okay, so what I'm hearing is that you really looked up to your dad and you really um, looked up to him. So and you're saying that he also was there before in your life for the most important things. And you also talked about an abusive situation that you were in. Can you tell me a little bit more about what that is about?
I was abused from age of birth to 16. With my biological parents, I was abused until I was 6, and at the age of 3, I got my hip broken from abuse. And then after that, I lived with my great aunt and uncle. And my uncle wasn't the one who abused us; it was actually my great aunt who abused us from the age of 6 to 16. By then, I was taken from her, and I was living with my now adopted parent.
Okay, so I could see why you said that your dad is a hero because he came in a rough situation in your life. So you were about how old when he came?
16, 15, 16.
16. And did you go right into the big family? Were you
Yeah.
siblings?
At first, we were only supposed to stay there for 3 days because they already had 7 children they had adopted, which is the maximum amount they're allowed to adopt in the state of Tennessee.
Okay.
But God pulled some miracles, and we were able to be adopted
Okay.
with them.
Wow, that's good that
Hmm.
you can actually um, be adopted by great people and actually be able to call someplace a home, and also all your siblings. But I want to know what has been better with all of this. What have you seen? Have you seen anything
What do you mean?
change?
Like, I guess this whole situation has like kind of helped me to be more strong and independent and know that I don't need people to do well in life. That the only person that can actually help me do well in life is God, and just kind of made me like rely on Him more. Even though like sometimes like He's been there for me throughout my life, and sometimes I forget that, and it's just kind of like a reminder that He's like always there for me when I always
Okay.
need it.
Okay, Jasmine. Well, I also want to know what is it that you would want out of this session? What is it that you're looking
I don't
for?
know, just find a way to, I don't know. I feel like there's just situations in my life that I haven't dealt with because I'm good at repressing things, and I feel like if I don't deal with those situations, they'll affect me when I have a serious relationship one day, and I just want to know how to like deal with those situations.
Okay, so you said you repressed a lot of things.
Hmm.
Now, by repressing those feelings, is it more of a I'll just put it away and move on, and that somehow makes you feel better since you don't have to think about it?
Hmm.
Okay. Now, do you do that with just this situation or most of
I
the?
usually do it with pretty big situations. It's like big stuff doesn't really phase me because I repress it, but it's like small stuff that like
Okay.
affects me.
Okay. Now, I'm gonna ask you a strange question. Can I do that?
Hmm.
All right. So suppose that while you are sleeping tonight and the entire house is quiet, a miracle happens. That miracle is that the problem which you brought here today is solved. However, because you're sleeping, you don't know that that miracle has happened. So when you wake up in the morning, what will be different that will tell you that the miracle has happened and the problem which brought you here is solved?
Um, my dad will be in our lives again and love us genuinely and treat us all the same. And, he would, like, I kind of feel like in, them getting back together wouldn't solve the problem, but him being in our life as our father would definitely, you know, change things because I feel like he's just as far as my mom is concerned, there's no going back with their relationship. But for him to like apologize and just for him to be a different person, and honestly for him not even to be with that woman anymore.
Okay, well, Jasmine, I want to commend you for, because as you told me, this situation, as rough as it may seem, it seems that you are becoming an independent woman
Hmm.
because of it, and you don't depend much on people. You're a go-getter, and you do stuff on your own. So
Hmm.
I do want to commend you on that, and for also coming here. It's a big step for you to talk it out and express yourself.
Thank
Since you
you.
said that you do suppress your feelings, so I'm glad that you came in today for that. Um, so on a scale of 1 to 10, where one being that you are happy with what's going on in your life, and 10, no, one being that you're not happy, and 10 being that you are happy, where do you fall in that range?
Yes, probably 7.
7, and what does that 7 look like to you?
Mm, I mean, I've accepted what's going on in my life, but I feel like things could be better.
Things could be better. And what do those things? What can they be better? What are those things that could be better?
Well, our house went into foreclosure, and we have until January to find a new house.
Okay.
So, having a place of our own would be nice, and um, a relationship with my dad again, and I don't know, just not feeling like I have to do it all by myself.
Okay. All right. So I hear that there's also extra things added to this as well.
Mm,
So what would you want to be at in this scale?
a 9.
9. And what changes would have to happen for it to be at a 9?
I feel like just not feeling like I'm in it alone, having more people around me that understand what I'm going through and that support me and encourage me, and just having that father figure in my life again. And um, um, I forgot what else I was going to say.
Okay. All right. So what I'm hearing is that a father figure is very important to you, since you did say back when we started the session that he was a hero to you, and he came in right at a difficult situation, and you can thank him for that. So you want that back with him. But how's your mom in this? Is she a very big supporter for you?
She is.
Okay, she is. And how does she support you?
Well, my mom doesn't really have a lot of money, so she helps me. Well, she'll give me money when she can, but she's usually like there for me. Like she's like my best friend, and she's encouraging, and she's been sending me like random letters this semester, encouraging me, telling me I can do it and that I'll make it, and that she's my number one fan, and she loves me and stuff like that.
Okay, that sounds nice. You have someone that is encouraging you along the way, and
Mhm.
also, putting a smile on your face when you're feeling down or sad.
Mhm.
That's good. So what have you done to cope with the situation? Do you have any extracurricular activities that you enjoy?
Well, I have a lot on my plate this semester academically, so I don't really have a lot of time for extracurricular activities. But I just try to stay as busy as possible and surround myself by positive people.
Okay, so positive people is what's working for you, and surrounding yourself with just positive things in your life. Is there anything else that you can think of that is, that you haven't tried, and you might be like, wow, like maybe that will help?
Well, I guess just having a strong relationship with God,
Okay,
which
a
I
strong relationship.
definitely need. It's hard to maintain.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a thinking break for like 10 seconds, and then I'll be right back. Okay, Jasmine. So, I it seems like, from this whole rough situation, it seems like what you're saying to me, you want what's helping is, surrounding yourself with positive people. And I also hear that your mom as well has been a big supporter for you, so that's very encouraging. Um, so that seems like something that you like to do, and that you may keep doing. So probably, that's a positive thing for you. But our session is coming to an end, and I just want to summarize everything that has been said, and you can stop me along the way if I did miss anything. So, what I've heard today is that you came here because of your dad's affair and how that has affected your life so up to this point. Um, and I also heard that you just want that relationship with your dad that you had before, so that father figure in your life. But I also heard some positive things, which came from your mom, who's a big supporter. And I also heard that you want a stronger relationship with God. So am I missing anything? Okay. So Jasmine, next week, if you would like, you can come back and maybe we can try to figure out more positive outcomes for this situation if you would like next week at this time.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay, Jasmine. Well, thank you for coming in, and I hope you have a nice rest of the day.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you.